I do think the growth mindset you should have is use this opportunity if there's work that you could take on or projects that you maybe wouldn't have had a chance to own or initiative that somebody would have been in your way, like you wouldn't have been able to take. All right, small business owners, if you are listening to Work Like a Girl, we appreciate you and we say thank you very much. But the other people we want to thank are Omega Accounting Solutions. So they've got a great roster of accountants. They're total professionals. And what's awesome about them is they will take a look at your business and say, ooh, you are not taking advantage of this, that, and the other thing, including a massive employee retention credit, which could give you up to $26,000 per employee. So if you want, call Omega Accounting Solutions at 800-300-9ERC. That's 800-300-9ERC. Or visit omegataxcredits.com now. You can take advantage of this exclusive small business tax credit or just get professionals who understand accounting to help you with your business. The deadline for the employee retention credit is March 31st. So if you want to take advantage of that, you've got to get your act together and call Omega Accounting Solutions now. That's 800-300-9ERC or omegataxcredits.com now. Is this Christina?
Yes.
What's up?
How are you, Erika?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you calling from New Jersey?
I am calling from Manhattan, but I grew up in Jersey.
All right, I heard it. I just saw your phone number and I was like, ooh. I'm going to now play a game with myself in this show of can I identify the state that the number is from? Christina, what's going on?
Okay, so I am kind of wondering your take on how to navigate the office environment with impending layoffs.
Ugh, yuck environment.
My company,
yep.
Yeah, there have been 2 rounds of layoffs in my company. One was in September and one was last week.
Okay.
We're being told that...
Do you work for CNN?
I don't.
Okay, keep going, Christina.
I'm not quite sure if there will be another round or not. There's really no way to know just yet. But okay. I'm kind of wondering, in this environment, should I be doing anything differently and should I be taking different actions as opposed to doing the work that I am already doing? Not necessarily in terms of, like suddenly a performance difference.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident in my performance, kind of without getting super involved in office politics and not really letting that inhibit my work.
Yeah.
What do you suggest is the best way to navigate this situation?
Okay. I love this question, Christina. I think this is a great question. All right. So first of all, I think you're very smart to be thinking about this. And let's just say it, which is companies that are in the middle of layoffs, it just sucks to go to work. Like it's just bad vibes everywhere. So it's kind of clear that your company isn't doing great or is over its skis and its spending if you've had so many rounds of layoffs in such a short amount of time. Right. Like you're basically describing 2 rounds of layoffs in under 2 or 3 months, right? Maybe 3 or 4 months. So things aren't going great at the company, which you should like take a beat on, assess. Like maybe this company isn't going to make it. Maybe the company is primed to be taken over and then you'll be in the middle of an acquisition. So you, Christina, should have like a moment on, whoa, where's this place going and what does that mean for me personally? So I would get your act together, get your resume together, get your talking points.
Yeah, I already did that.
Okay, good. All right. So you're equipped. The second thing is layoffs bring out the worst in people. It like kind of opens the floodgates of negativity. Everybody just sits around and gossips about who's going to get laid off next or why management is so stupid or, what happened to the layoff person or who got trashed at the last going away party. Like it's not the best. It doesn't bring out the best in people. Obviously, it's a really shitty time. It's kind of a sad time. It's a depressing time. It's also right before the holidays, so that's like doubly crappy. You got to sidestep that. You just got to like outright sidestep it altogether, because I think everyone knows it's happening inside the company. And one, it's just bad for you emotionally. Like then you just become like everybody else who sits around and complains all day. I do think the growth mindset you should have is use this opportunity if there's work that you could take on or projects that you maybe wouldn't have had a chance to own, or initiative that somebody would have been in your way, like you wouldn't have been able to take. Use this time to take on those things. Like a layoff period. I went through a lot of companies that went through a lot of layoffs. Yahoo went through a lot of layoffs. Microsoft went through layoffs. AOL went through layoffs. And for me, it was always a time to like scoop up and gobble up more work, because there weren't the people in the way who would have blocked me being able to do that. So I think you could do something like that, where you may want to take on things that are good for Christina and good for the company.
Right. Yeah, I've taken on some West Coast projects.
Great.
In addition to the East Coast projects.
Yep.
With the slimmer staff. But yeah, definitely I don't want to get sucked into that negative space.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get sucked into that. And then I think the other thing about it is, look, this company may not be for you long term, and it may not work. You may be part of layoffs, or there may be so many layoffs, or the company may shut down, or whatever. But use this time to build up the experience you want to have on your resume for when you go do something else. In general, right, when I've been in a company that's been having a lot of layoffs, the first question I always ask myself is like, am I going to be part of this layoff? Or do I need to get ahead of this layoff? Like there's three choices,
right? Or
not really choices. You're going to get laid off, which you don't control. The second is, do you want to get ahead of it? You know, in New York, for example, right now, like there's all sorts of salespeople getting laid off, account managers getting laid off. Like, do you want to get ahead of it? It sounds like it's a little bit late to get ahead of it. Or do you want to rise above it and be one of the winners in the aftermath of it? And I think you're in the winner plan. So I would just go hard at that.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Erika.
All right. See you later. All right. It is winter. This morning it was 29 degrees when I stepped out of my house. There was like all sorts of frost on the windshield when I was trying to get to the train station. Thankfully, I had my Travis Mathew cropped jacket. It's amazing. Feels like a cloud. Super well made. It was very stylish. Looked way better than the LL Bean boots that I've been wearing for about 100 years. What's awesome about Travis Mathew is that they are the premier men and women's lifestyle apparel brand. They create some of the most comfortable and versatile products on the market. They offer apparel for every aspect of your life, including getting to the train on a 29-degree day in New York. They use fabric innovations to keep you looking and feeling your best. So, go to travismathew.com/women and use code TOKENCEO for 20% off your first order.
Let's go. I'm never going to have a better call than this. Hello.
Oh my gosh, I got
picked. You cannot be a pushover. Nobody is going to respect you. We got to get going on that. Be comfortable when you're sick, stats creep. You're also stunting your life. I don't know if that was helpful.